But there was another scenario pointed out to me by somebody who knows the 49ers quite well. Trade the 43rd pick in the draft to the Jets and get Sam Darnold, okay? And don't trade Jimmy Garoppolo. Basically, keep Garoppolo around and know that, in essence, the hot breath of Sam Darnold is coming down his neck. And this is the year that will decide if you're the long-term quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers or if we move to Darnold or someone else. Because, Mike, everybody has always said, well, if you get Darnold, you've got to guarantee that 5th year and all that. No, you don't. That can be... Sam Darnold is smart enough to know that if they move away next year from Jimmy Garoppolo, he's smart enough to know I've died and gone to heaven if I could work with Kyle Shanahan on a contending team every year. And so, are you going to take the last dime in a contract if you become a free agent? Not saying you would. Maybe in December of this year, they'd go after him hard and try to sign him. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just simply saying that I do not think that trading for Sam Darnold would automatically mean end of days for Jimmy Garoppolo in San Francisco.
Here's the only problem with that scenario. When, as a practical matter, the cap is dropping $25 million from where it was supposed to be. It's one thing to focus on the reduction of 15.7, but it had gone up by $10 million every year since 2013. Teams were expecting another $10 million bump. 208 is what they were expecting. It's 182.5 instead. When you take a $25 million difference and throw on top of it Garoppolo making $25 million this year, that's too much to pay Garoppolo. If they're going to do that, they need to squeeze Garoppolo to take less. And that's why last week I was intrigued by the report that the 49ers had called the Panthers about Teddy Bridgewater, because Bridgewater's due to make $17 million this year, and I thought maybe that was a way to subtly open the door to the reality that the 49ers aren't going to pay Garoppolo $25 million this year, because let's face it, Peter, if they would cut him, no one's paying him $25 million this year. Not for a guy that's missed 23 games, more than he's won over the past 4 years.
Over the last 3 years. And Mike, the other way to look at that story is just simply to say that, because my belief is that Kyle Shanahan still really likes Garoppolo, but the realistic part of this story is that if he slips on a banana peel on October 1st and he's out for the year, they can't rely on the CJ Beathards of the world, Nick Mullins. You can't rely on them anymore because they have shown they're nice backup quarterbacks, nice, but they're not winning elements on a playoff team. And like when the Eagles had Nick Foles, they knew that they could win playoff games with Nick Foles. Now, he's not the greatest quarterback in the world, but they knew that he was good enough to win playoff games. And in San Francisco, that's one of the reasons why I would go out and get on his rookie contract one more year of Sam Darnold. And I would say, hey, listen, I can't tell what's going to happen at the end of this year. I really can't. But for now, having a Garoppolo-Darnold combo platter in a football sense, not in a salary cap sense, but in a football sense, really makes you a better team.
There's one wild card in San Francisco, and I'm not suggesting that he's going to get the job or he's going to do enough to even stay on the roster. But they have Josh Rosen. Remember, he was content last year to be on the Tampa Bay practice squad, and then the opportunity arose to go to San Francisco, and he jumped at the chance to work with Kyle Shanahan. And in that system, there's a chance. They develop the right relationship, the right chemistry, and if Rosen is smart enough to know that the path to success in Shanahan's offense is to do exactly what Shanahan wants, every way, every play, every read, every step, every throw, if he can figure that out and do it consistently, he's got a chance to be the guy. And that would be the steal of all steals, a top 10 quarterback from 2018 that you get on the street and you quietly groom behind the scenes into a quarterback that can be the answer for you over the long haul. Long way to go before that happens, but It just shows you that Shanahan has options. He knows how to work with quarterbacks. And bottom line is they're not ready to pull the plug on Garoppolo. So the Patriots, not able to wait for Garoppolo, pivot to Cam Newton. He will be back with New England, according to now multiple reports. Newton back to the Patriots on a one-year deal.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.